I'm going to show you a really simple routine that's going to loosen up a stiff neck. When you have a stiff neck, there's always involvement of your shoulder muscles, and so this routine's going to exercise your shoulder muscles to improve blood flow to your neck, and we'll be doing a few stretches at the end to find some more length in those neck and shoulder muscles, and therefore ideally decompression of the vertebra of your neck. So we're going to need a solid wall and a chair or a stool. So go and find your bit of wall and bring along a chair or a stool for later on. Let's begin. Start by leaning against the solid wall. Take your feet about 50 centimetres away from the wall, and then just relax the back of your head against the wall and allow your shoulders to drop down away from your ears. Rotate your arms so that your thumbs are pointing forward and your pinky fingers are pressing against the wall. So we're going to begin by exercising our shoulder girdles. Press the back of your head against the wall whilst making a double chin, and then press your shoulder blades against the wall, the back of your elbows and your pinky fingers into the wall. Press firmly. Feel the muscles of the back of your arms engaging and the muscles between your shoulder blades engaging. Keep your chin tucking down to maintain length in the upper cervical spine. Let's stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in as your arms float up and all the way back until your thumb tips touch the wall. See if you can glide your rib cage down so that your lower ribs aren't lifting up away from the rest of your torso. So you want to have your rib cage smooth down the front of your body. Take a breath in and breathe out as your arms lower slowly back down to meet the wall. Let's repeat that action, pressing against the wall with the back of your head with your chin tucking down. Press the back of your shoulder blades into the wall, the back of your elbows into the wall, and the pinky fingers into the wall. Holding pressure against the wall for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big breath as your arms slowly lift up, thumb tips reaching the wall. Remember to keep your lower rib cage tucking in neatly at the front of your torso. Take a breath in to prepare, breathing out, slowly lowering your arms back against the wall. Pinky fingers press against the wall, elbows press against the wall, shoulder blades press against the wall, back of your head presses into the wall with your chin tucking in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in as your arms flow all the way back. Tap the wall with your thumb tips, keeping your ribs neat. Breathing out, lowering arms back down. Now make the letter T shape. I have to move across a bit with your arms. And we're going to do the same thing. The back of the head presses into the wall with your chin tucking in. Back of your arms, back of your shoulder blades, back of your hands, pressing firmly against the wall for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See if you can make a cactus shape. It's not easy. Pressing back against the wall with the back of your forearms, back of your hands. Keep your rib cage tucking in neatly. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to the letter T, pressing strongly through the back of your shoulder blades, back of your head, chin in, back of your hands, back of your forearms for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more cactus arm shape. If the cactus arm's too strong, just stay with your letter T shape. Cactus arms, pressing the back of your hands towards the wall, pressing the back of your shoulder blades into the wall, pressing the back of your head into the wall, chin in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms relaxed down by your sides. Step away from the wall. Take your chair. Sit upon your chair. Let's lift our shoulders up and around in big circles. We'll do 5 of these. Right up and around, the biggest circle that you can make. Last circle. Now, let's go for that cactus arm shape again. Actually, it's more of a letter W now. And let's squeeze our elbow tips down and together behind our back. Hold that contraction. Feel the muscles between your shoulder blades engaging. Breathe in, extend out to the letter T. Come back to your letter W, squeezing elbow tips towards each other. Try and keep the front of your rib cage neatly tucking in. Don't let your lower ribs pop up towards the ceiling. We always want to keep this neat. Here we are for 5, 4, squeezing your shoulder blades tightly together. 3, 2, 1, out to the letter T. One more W, pulling elbow tips down and together. Try and rotate the back of your hands towards the wall behind you. Keep lengthening through the top of your head, chin slightly in. 5, 4, really squeezing between your shoulder blades for 3, 2, 1. Relax arms down. 5 more big shoulder rolls. Always roll backwards. Now this next stretch we're going to do is a little complicated, listening to the cues carefully. Taking both arms straight out in front of you, thumbs pointing up. Take your right forearm underneath your left, then bend both elbows. Bring the back of your hands as close together as you can and see if you can grab hold of your thumb with any of the fingers of your right hand so that this is the left, it's on top, right arm and hand underneath. Now we're going to float our elbow tips. I'll just go side on so everyone can see. Float your elbow tips up towards the ceiling, then press your forearms away. See if you can spread your shoulder blades apart. Now, keep pressing your forearms forwards, but keeping your elbow tips up high. Round your back slightly into a C shape, and you should feel a beautiful stretch across the back of your shoulder blades and in between your shoulder blades. Let's stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see if we can go a little deeper. Float your elbows a little higher. Press your forearms further forward. Round your back a little bit more, spreading your shoulder blades apart. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release your arms. Let's go the other way. Left arm goes under the right. Bend both elbows. Bring the back of your hands together and then hook your fingers somehow together. Then we're going to float our elbows up towards the ceiling. Press forearms away. Draw your shoulder blades down your back away from your ears. And then C-shape your spine, rounding your spine. See if you can spread your shoulder blades apart. You're looking for a strong stretch feeling across the back of your shoulders and in between your shoulder blades. Let's hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see if we can go a little deeper. See if your elbows can float a little higher. Press your forearms further forward. Allow your shoulders to drop down away from your ears. Slight rounding of the back to spread your shoulder blades further apart. Holding there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Let's roll our shoulders 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to take a little neural stretch now. Take your right arm up and out to the side, and then raise your right fingertips up towards the ceiling. Similar to the shape a policeman would say when he's directing traffic. It's the palm away. So we're going to go directly out sideways. Now for some people that's already going to be quite a strong stretch. We are stretching the nerves here. Now we're going to pull our fingertips as high as we can towards the ceiling as you take your left ear to your left shoulder. And then take your fingertips down to the floor as you bring your right ear to your right shoulder. So it's left ear to left shoulder as your fingertips lift up to the ceiling, and then right ear to right shoulder as your fingertips go down. Let's do 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, and last one, 5. Really push away like you're a policeman saying stop to the traffic on your right, and then relax. Left hand side. So we raise our arm up, out to the side, pull your fingertips back so that your palm and fingers are vertical, and then we're going to take our right ear to the right shoulder, and then we're going to point our left fingertips down to the floor as we take our left ear to left shoulder. Let's start our count now. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Hold that one. Right ear to right shoulder. Press your policeman's stopping hand away. You'll feel the nerves on stretch in your left arm. And relax. Now the final one is to get rid of any tension in the side and front of your neck. I'm just going to come in a little closer to this one, and we'll go side on. Right. Take your right hand and hook your fingers onto your left collarbone, and then place your left hand on top of the right. Drag the skin and your left collarbone down towards the floor, and then lift your chin upward towards the ceiling, and then take your right ear to your right shoulder. Now what you should feel there is a stretch that runs from the left jaw all the way down to your collarbone. See if you can find that stretch. We're going to hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly release. Let's try the other side. So for this one, we're going to put our left hand across our body, hold on to your right collarbone, and then put the right hand on top of the left. Drag your right collarbone and the skin of the upper chest down towards the floor. Then slowly start lifting your chin to the ceiling, and then taking your left ear to your left shoulder. Find the stretch running from the right jaw down the side of your neck and front of your neck down to the collarbone, and we'll hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release. And we'll finish off with a little bit of ear acupuncture or ear acupressure magic. What I'd like you to do is to massage the whole lower third of your ear. So I want you to find all the gristly bits and start massaging them quite firmly. And for a lot of people, this will be quite tender. So think of the whole lower third of your ear and give it a really good massage, both sides. Do the whole earlobe, but particularly focus on any gristle in the ear, the firmer parts of the structure of your ear, and just slow massaging. If you find any areas of the lower ear that feel particularly sensitive or sore, give those a really good massage. That's probably enough. Release your hands, a couple of shoulder rolls, and have a practice turning right and left. And see if your neck feels freer than it did before we began this little routine. I hope it gave you some relief.